Colonel Col.Paul Ssonko joined the National Resistance Army rebels in 1984 after witnessing atrocities that he says were committed by soldiers of the Uganda National Liberation Army.
So someone was convincing me to join. I said yes, and he gave me a D-day when we would move. But unfortunately, I think my sister who had learned of it locked me in a room. I was not able to go.
By the time he joined the Bush War, Colonel Ssonko was a teacher at Mitiana Secondary School. He says he took the decision after one of his students was killed by government troops outside the school compound.
I was so touched and annoyed. And I remember telling my friends by then that if they can kill this child in cold blood like this, how about me and adult?
His early contributions may not have been heard by many, but he later won acclaim for helping to rehabilitate children rescued from the Lord's Resistance Army rebels.
We had to relate with several organizations that relate with children, like Save the Children, UNICEF. With that spirit and that in mind, most of our soldiers came to love the issue of rescuing the children and making sure that these children are rehabilitated and eventually reunited with their families.
He also says the army is working to ensure the safe return of children who are still with the rebels. Some human rights agencies have accused a number of UPDF soldiers of child abuse and neglect. But Colonel Ssonko stresses that the army does not condone such acts.
Where they fail to agree, we decide, depending on their salaries, how much money they are supposed to cater for those children. And they would write an agreement, they sign it, that money is deducted from their salary every month to go towards the care of their children.
The UPDF Colonel believes parents should play a more active role in ensuring the well-being of their children.
It used to be a responsibility long ago for every adult. Wherever you find a child, treat him or her and discipline him or her as if he was your own when you find him in a mistake. But today, people tend not to care.
Colonel Ssonko also studied law at Makerere University in the mid-90s. He previously worked at the UPDF's Human Rights Center.
What do you think about the current law, especially dealing with children's rights and protection?
Yeah, the current law is not really very bad, but there is a lot lacking, especially the area of child adoption. I think there are some loopholes when it comes to child adoption. They need to make some changes.
The efforts of protecting children's rights by the likes of Colonel Ssonko have been lauded by agencies like UNICEF to mark the 25th anniversary of the ratification of the Conventions on the Rights of the Child. The convention has established a set of fundamental rights for all children and young people to be protected from violence, abuse and neglect. Moses Sakena, NTV.